Like seriously, this gonna happen to me. I gonna stay here alone, no one to talk. And if I talk about my first day experience in Adelaide, it was not good. That day I decided I'm never going out on Saturday, Sunday after 5.
Okay, people are really good. It's safe here, so I'll just go with this thing.
The fresh air, the vibe gonna be very good. The foreign people gonna come around me and I'm gonna feel so like I'm in a movie. But that doesn't happen. Reality hits.
They don't trust a new person.
I've applied like 100 plus applications and everything was rejected. When I was seeing that $100, like it was very hard to digest.
Alright, hello, welcome back to another video on this channel. This is a very interesting video because everybody knows I've been here for three and a half years, and while I'm looking into the camera I look very short in the video.
Yeah.
I'm not that short, I'm 6 foot, but it's just how we've placed the chairs. But I would like to introduce Hansika and Praveen.
Hey.
Both of them have recently come to Adelaide, and this is the video where we're sort of getting three perspectives. So 3 days, 3 months, and 3 years in Adelaide. Not literally. She's been here for 5-6 days. He's been here for three and a half months. I've been here for three and a half years. But it's a perspective to get an idea around student life. It's not going to be about what he's pursuing, job, what she's pursuing, etc., etc. We'll give an introduction of who they are, where they've come from, what are they pursuing. But it'll be more about how life is actually like in Adelaide, in Australia. How is settling in like? What are the transitions? What do they like? What they didn't like? Jobs, etc., etc. So before getting into it, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Hansika Madan and I have come here on 17th May. And in my honest opinion, I want to say I still don't like Adelaide. So let's get into it afterwards. I'm pursuing Masters of Marketing from University of Adelaide. And yeah, it's nice to look the environment. It's pretty crazy.
Hi, my name is Praveen. I'm from Guntur, like Andhra Pradesh, southern part of India. I'm currently pursuing Master of Mechatronics in Uni Adelaide. So far, the experience was like too good for me. Initially, it was bad. Like I just want to move back to India, but now I'm feeling the vibe of Australia and Adelaide as well.
That's good. So it's just to clarify, it's not going to be good versus bad or bad versus good.
Yeah.
It's more to convey the different stages that there are in this journey altogether. So let me start off with a very basic question. What were your first impressions? I'll start off with you because as you said, it was bad at first.
Yeah.
And then it got good. So what was your first reaction when you landed in Adelaide?
It was good, but I was missing my family the moment I arrived to Australia. I was having no relatives, no cousins living in Adelaide especially, but it was good. It was not too bad to say, but first week I was missing my family, leaving up everything behind and coming here, adjusting the life here is kind of difficult for me.
And as I've talked to you, you had a private room in a shared apartment booked.
Yeah.
So did you know them beforehand, or was it just you moving into an apartment with a couple of unknown people?
Yeah, I moved it with a couple of unknown people. I have no idea who they are. They were also in India when I came. I was the only one living in the house, entire house.
Okay. Got it. So it can be very, very daunting. A new country, new place, new house, nobody in the house.
Yeah.
So, a big up to you.
Yeah,
to
and
actually,
I know nothing, like where to find groceries. I was just Googling everything, searching it on the mobile, walking to the store and getting up groceries. That's it.
Got it. And on to you. You are living in a student accommodation scape. What was your first reaction like?
Okay, for like accommodation.
Not accommodation, but generally.
Overall, okay. Once my flight landed in Australia, the reality hits. You're gonna be all alone. Like, no family member, no one to talk. Your friends gonna not be near to you, like, console you or help you in anything. So once I reached the room and I was like, I wanna call to my father, like, I don't feel good here. And I was about to cry and then I eventually cried for half an hour. And I called my brother, like, seriously, this gonna happen to me. I'm gonna stay here alone, no one to talk. And the room was pretty small. If you have expectation like you're gonna get a big room as we have in India, no, it's gonna be pretty small. Or either you can take a private room. Mine is like in shares.
You just heard both Praveen and Hansika share their accommodation experiences. On one hand, Praveen went with a private rental, whereas Hansika went with a student accommodation. Why am I interrupting this video? I'm interrupting this video because I just want a minute of yours to talk about one of the biggest pain points that students have, which is accommodation. Now, if you don't know what I went through, the negative experience I went through when it comes to accommodations, have a look at some of my older videos. I have mentioned it in detail about what my experience was like. To make sure that nobody else has that sort of an experience, I have partnered up with an organization named Amber. What is Amber? Amber is basically a one stop shop, a one stop platform that has both private rentals and student accommodations listed on their platform. For a lot of us, student accommodations are out of our budget. That is where Amber comes in, where it has private rentals listed on their website, which are vetted already. So there are no rooms for scams. On the other hand, if you do have the budget for student accommodations, Amber comes in and gives you the ability to compare different student accommodations, different rooms on the same platform itself. So you don't have to go to each and every website, compare which room suits you, what is the budget that suits you, which organization, which location do you prefer. It does all of that for you. Third thing, it gives you pre and post booking support, because these sort of leases in Australia and countries abroad is a very big thing, right? Understanding what a lease means, what having your name on the lease means. That is where Amber comes in and provides you that support, provides you that guidance that nobody else does. More than that, the rent listed on Amber's platform is the same as a rent that will be listed on their own platform as well. So if I were to book a room at Unilodge, for example, the rent that is mentioned on Amber's website is the same rent that is mentioned on Unilodge's website. So there are no hidden fees. More than that, if the same room is listed at a lower rate on any other website, Amber will price match that for you. There's a price match guarantee as well. So make sure you go into the description and click the link, or also go to the pinned comment in the comment section and use that link while you're booking your accommodation, as that will help support me as well. And in return, you'll also get a $40 off. So do that and make sure you watch this video till the end, as it adds a lot of value. Back to the video.
And if I talk about my first day experience in Adelaide, it was not good. So I landed on Saturday and I didn't know that market closed after 5 p.m. So I was like, okay, this is my first day. Why should I sit here? I should go and explore foreign vibes and go take some fresh air. And I went out around 4:40. And after 20 minutes, it was pretty dark. And I start seeing people are not there, as much people are there. And I didn't know like where to go. At that time, I Googled, and apparently Google didn't help me that much. I lost the location where I had to go. I was not able to find my accommodation, and there was a guy, he was driving a cab and he was Indian. I was like, please, could you help me to find this location? And I requested him a lot. After that, he helped me, like, you have to go there and there. And once I saw my accommodation, I was so happy. And then that day I decided I'm never going out on Saturday, Sunday after 5. We say India is not safe, but actually this place is pretty safe. But I say in India we have a habit of going out after 5, but here everything close on Saturday, Sunday, especially. So you have to be a bit careful about that.
Two things there about accommodation. Obviously, when you're booking a student accommodation, especially, and private rentals as well, please have a look through what the room is like. On this channel, I have different accommodation tours, which might give you a perspective of what the space looks like. But yeah, just be prepared. Obviously it's student accommodation. You can't expect a lot. It's more so the environment and the location. Those are the advantages here. Secondly, yes, unfortunately, Saturdays, Sundays, and especially this time of the year, May, you lose sunlight around 5:30. So it is winter, unfortunately. We're in jackets as well. When summer hits, it'll be around 8:30, 8:45. Maybe that'll be better. But that gave us a good summary of what your first couple of days look like. Did you experience a similar sort of a thing? And what I want you to answer is, what was the transition that made the experience from missing home to, okay, I've moved abroad, I need to get into it, and made it good?
I was going out with my friends, exploring beaches, like beautiful places, and people are really nice. Like every time I go out of the house, people keep saying, the Aussie guys keep saying hi, good day, and everything changed. Like, okay, people are really good, it's safe here, So I'll just go with this thing.
Got it. And you talked about friends. How did you make those first set of friends? Because someone being in a private rental, what sort of opportunities did you leverage? Was it orientation? Was it any friend groups on Facebook? Was it any meetups? What opportunities did you leverage?
The friends that I met in the orientation really helped. Like they're really my friends now as well. And I met some of my friends on WhatsApp groups.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Any that you would like to recommend?
Yeah, there is a group called South Australia group, like
Okay.
a Uni Adelaide South Australia group.
Okay. Also, the uni will add you to
No,
that group?
no.
Okay.
It's-
Then how do you get added?
Like if I make some friends and they're going to, there is this group
okay,
and you can
okay,
just
okay.
hop in and
Yeah.
text if you need any help.
Yeah.
That's how I made some friends.
Got it.
And I made friends in the uni, in the classroom as well, like from the same course.
Yeah.
Like the friends from different countries as well.
Got it.
Yeah.
Alright, one important question I would like to ask you here,
Yeah.
and I would like you to listen to this, okay?
Okay.
Did that transition come into place, or did the experience start getting positive from negative when you opened yourself up to the country, when you actually, made the decision that, okay, I am here now. It's irreversible.
Yeah.
Now I have to be here and I have to make this experience a positive experience.
Yes.
Was that something that you did, or generally when you spend more time in the country, it eventually happens?
No, it was like just going out, talking to people. If you are too introvert like me in the beginning, you can't really make friends. You can't really make most of your time. You just go out, explore, and talk to more people. If you talk to strangers, they're going to really help you. They're not going to judge you in any way.
Got it.
Yeah, that's what I felt, and the experience was good.
Got it. Okay. Listening to his experience
Yeah.
about making friends,
Yeah.
have you, experienced any roadblocks as of now around friends? Have you met a lot of people? What do you think about the people here?
So the first thing that I want to mention, as I live in Scape, we have lots of opportunity of attending different kind of events. So you can make definitely new friends over there. You're gonna definitely meet some people gonna be from your university, going through the same phase. That's gonna definitely help you out. But other than that, yeah, I have made friends, but still I feel homesick because of that. I have been here for just a week, and in starting you can't rely to anyone. You don't know anyone and you can't trust anyone. So I'm still in a dilemma that should I trust that people or not? So yeah, it's like, it depends. It can definitely take some time and I can make some good friends also. I do believe that.
Any advice that you would like to
Yeah.
give, or
Yeah.
did you have similar learnings?
Yeah, don't trust all the friends that you make. Just hang out 2 or 3 times and see if everything is going good. Yeah, that's what I would suggest anyone.
Got it. Very important question. You talked about foreign vibes.
Yeah.
What did you expect life to be like here?
Okay. So growing up, I have watched lots of Bollywood movies and I have a very high expectations because of that. Gonna be like the fresh air, the vibe gonna be very good. The foreign people gonna come around me and I'm gonna feel so like I'm in a movie. But that doesn't happen. Reality hits. It's not that. Yeah, it's pretty good here. Yes, you're gonna love the environment. That's pretty clean. So if you're coming from India, yeah, you gotta figure out there is a big change from regarding cleanliness and all that stuff. So yeah. That was my experience regarding the environment.
Got it. What did you expect life to be like? And do you see yourself going towards that expectation?
Yeah, I thought that the environment will be really clean. Yeah, it's really clean, the fresh air, no pollution. People are really good. I did not expect people to be too good, but people are really good here. Like they say hi, they smile whenever they see you, and they say good day, have a great day.
Got
Yeah, it was good.
Alright. A question that a lot of people have, it's generally a stereotype.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Australian people, how their attitude towards immigrants are, international students are. I know your experience, so I'll get you to go second, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you met any Aussies?
Yeah.
What has it been like?
So once my orientation was there, so there we met lots of professor of ours. So there are a lot of international students who became a professor over here, and there are Aussies people also. So yeah, I had a pretty good experience with Australian people. They're very kind and they would be helping you out in each and everything. If you want to ask them, they would be like help you in everything, and they have a very positive attitude. They always meet you with a smile, and they have a very positivity to bring with you. So yeah, they're good.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
To you.
In the beginning, when I came first, I met a guy, Australian guy. He's a citizen here. So I met him on a Gumtree regarding some part-time job, like a casual job. So he offered me a job in the beginning, and now he's helped me to get a better opportunity in the same field.
Nice. Have you met a lot of people in university? Like you've obviously been, studying for 3 months as well.
Yeah, I met a lot of Australians as well.
Yeah.
They don't really care, like the students here, the Australian students, they don't really care about international students or if you are from India. And I felt like even if you ask them a question or regarding any subject, the students, they're not going to answer you, they'll just ask you to go talk to the lecturer. That's what I experienced. I asked 2 or 3 friends to help me out in this, but they're not ready, like the Australian students. That's what
Do you feel that it's because of where we're from, or is it because they don't trust a new person?
I feel
not
like,
in their country, but generally around their surroundings, in their friend group.
Yeah, I feel like they don't really care about the Asians or something like that.
Okay.
And they feel like everything is already in the lecture notes or available on the YouTube.
Yeah,
Why do you ask us? Instead, I found I have an experience where Chinese guys help me a lot in the academics.
Got it. Now, just a disclaimer here. It is individualistic to everybody. Okay,
Yeah.
You might type a lot in the comments around what's going on in the news, etc., etc., etc. Now, Praveen has had an okayish experience.
Yeah.
I have had okayish experiences as well. I have met a lot of Australians who are in my cricket team. I get along well with them. I drink beer with them. I go out with them. On the other flip side, there are some people who are very hostile. So it's about the type of people you meet. Okay, so it's very individualistic.
Exactly.
Anything you would like to add? Not really?
Thank you, I've covered
Okay.
each and every point.
Let's go on to the biggest pain point. Like we've talked about one pain point already, which is accommodation.
Yeah.
A big pain point: jobs. Where are you in your job search journey?
Okay, so as you guys know, I've just came. So I want to look for part-time, but definitely I'm not looking for something out of my field. Like I'm from marketing. So I do want to search regarding internship or get any part-time work around that field, which is pretty hard. If you're looking for your field, it's not easy.
Straight away, yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy to find. It might take you a 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's gonna take time and you have to be patient with it. And you have to apply for lots of applications. You have to update your resume time to time regarding you need to add new skills. Yeah, and Anshul helped me a lot regarding my resume.
Now I can just see Praveen smiling because he'll talk about his experience, and that's why we'll get to know why he's smiling so much.
Yeah. The first 2 months was very hard to find a job here. I've applied 100 plus applications and everything was rejected. And when I walk into the store with the resume, I did not get back any replies from them. I was doing all the casual jobs. I did every job that's possible, the blue collar jobs, and it was good.
Name a few.
Carpenter, the drilling.
So you've done all of that?
Yeah.
How?
I found them on Gumtree.
Yes. So go back, talk about Gumtree a little bit.
Yeah, I've known this app after 1 month of making it to Australia, and then one day I was going through all this. Initially, it was no one was accepting me, but there is this one Australian guy, he's a citizen here. He's very old. He helped me out getting my first job, and the first day when he paid, I was crying. When he paid the money, when I was seeing that $100, it was very hard to digest. Coming to another country, making your first dollar here. Yeah, it was a good experience. And now, after 2 months, I was sticking to him for 2 months. And now he helped me to get into a register with an aged care where they pay me twice the amount that he paid. Yeah, so if you take care of things, if you take care of people, they're definitely going to help you in the end.
So if I explain it in easy language, Praveen started off with applying for hundreds of jobs on platforms like Seek, LinkedIn, Marketplace, Indeed, etc., etc. Didn't get anywhere. And this was for about a month, 1.5 months?
1.5 months.
1.5 months. Then a couple of things kick in. One, responsibilities, and second, desperation. Then he looked at Gumtree, which is another platform here, which I personally didn't know was very popular for jobs. And that is how he found an Australian citizen who needed help with some work in his garden.
Yeah.
Right? The Australian citizen used to pay him, and then because the work increased, the citizen himself helped him register with an aged care facility to do the same work, but technically on a better pay.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, that's a great advice for you and for you as well.
Yeah.
Because see, it's very over amplified over Seek, Indeed, LinkedIn. But as I've explained on this channel, hundreds of students are coming with you. Their jobs being a pain point is a very, very big pain point. So you need to understand that people like us who have come from South Asia, we generally don't have the work experience to work in a Subway or in a Domino's or in a cleaning company as well. Not saying any of these jobs are, not well respected, but generally putting it out there that everybody's resume looks similar. So you need to do something to stand out, and that is what Praveen did with Gumtree, with talking to people, networking, multiple things. I have last 3 questions for the both of you. One, what sort of support have you gotten until now? I'll start with you. You can mention Scape, you can don't mention me because this is not a service that I provide, but just what sort of support you've experienced so far.
The best support till now that I've got from my roommate, and she's very kind, she's very good, because I didn't know where to get my groceries and I didn't have my card working at that time, so I only had cash in my hand. So I was like, okay, how much to pay, how to pay, where to go and how to do that stuff. So she practically went with me, she went for groceries, she went for getting me all like necessity of the house. And yeah, basically my first help was from her only. After that, I see the Scape helps you a lot regarding, like, they also provide jobs, like if you can find some kind of like casual work or like regarding their social media or regarding having a casual hour work there. So these guys also are pretty good in helping you out and figure out the things, how the works, how the location goes.
Yeah, coming to my point, my cousin's friend picked me up from the airport and brought me at the house and got me all the groceries and exactly what things to find where and where it is cheaper to buy. And then the roommates that came after 2 weeks of me staying here, they really helped me in finding, sorting out the resumes, go drop out the resumes at particular locations, where to find jobs and where to buy groceries for cheaper price as well.
Yeah.
And they also helped me to get this taxation thing, to help me to register the stuff. And coming to my academics, university, they're definitely going to help you. And if you have any doubts regarding your lectures, just directly mail to the lecturer. That's the easiest way and the fastest response that you would get.
Got it.
Yeah, regarding the assignments and all, if you want any extension or if you're not able to get any answers for your questions or something, just mail the lecturers or meet them directly in the college. That's it.
Again, question to you first. If you could go back in time, either making the decision to come to Adelaide, to come to University of Adelaide, or even 10 days before flying or 15 days before flying, is there anything that you would like to know that you didn't know, or is there anything that you would like to prepare if given the chance?
Yeah, just not 10 days. I want anyone that comes to Australia, just be prepared that to drive a car like completely, like on road completely. That's what I feel that is the biggest mistake, that I know to drive a car but not completely.
Got it.
If you get a car here, there are multiple opportunities that are waiting for you.
Got it.
Like in jobs, so casual, everything.
And all the people who are turning 18 and coming here for their bachelors, get your license and come, because on your license, if it is in English, or if you're coming from a country where it's not an English license, you can get an official English translation of that license, and you can drive in Adelaide for an indefinite amount of time. Not in Melbourne, not in Sydney. Melbourne, you can only drive for 6 months. Sydney, you can only drive for 3 months. Except cars, except knowing how to drive a car. Is there anything else?
No, nothing. Everything was good.
Yeah.
One thing, if you're not learning to drive a car, don't come to Australia. That's what I would say. Don't come to Australia without learning to drive a car. Yeah, it's very expensive here. When I googled through the rates, there was one guy who was charging me $300 an hour just to teach you how to drive a car. Yeah.
Another advice that I can give you there is, if you're like Praveen, who's living with acquaintances, or if you're living with unknown people who you sort of get along with, who've been in Adelaide, who've been in Australia for a longer time, you can ask them to go on a drive with you a couple of times, maybe at 11 p.m. or 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning, when roads are empty, so that they can teach you things as well, and you don't have to necessarily get, the hourly sessions off of Facebook Marketplace or something. Same question to you.
Yeah, if you want to ask same question to me, there are lots of things that I should have done before or known before. One thing that I think I should have spent more time with your family before coming here. It's really a very small thing because we live with them, so we don't generally focus on that. I kept on doing shopping and spending my time with my friends, but I do think that your family is most important thing because they're gonna be here for you 24/7. No another person gonna stand by your side as much as they. So don't miss out on that. Take them out for a dinner, go outing, go watch movies with them. Other than that, I didn't know that we need a TFN number. It's a taxation number here if you want to work. And after when I came, my roommate told me about that. So you need to be aware of these kind of government official things. And also one thing that I faced difficulty was what to bring on flight. So there are lots of restrictions that Australia have which another country does not, regarding spices, regarding pulses and all that. Please be aware of that because immigration can be a hard thing for you.
I've made a video on the passenger declaration form, so you can, wherever it is, you can see that. But yeah, that's been a great video. One last question, particularly for Praveen. If you were to give a piece of advice, obviously to everybody, but also to Hansika, that you've gone through the same things that she's gone through.
Yeah.
I've also, but I didn't want to speak in this video because I speak a lot on this channel anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you were to give a piece of advice,
get groceries from the central markets or the markets, weekly markets, so you can save that money. Plan your expenses ahead. Don't spend crazy in the beginning, but I was doing that. First day it was I went to groceries and spent $100 in a day.
I spent $200.
Yeah, don't spend too much. Plan your expenses weekly, and that's what I would say. And go out, network with people.
Yeah.
Since you said you're already extrovert, you can you'll get a lot of opportunities as well. You're speaking to a lot of people.
lovely.
I agree on his
Anything else
point.
to say?
If you're extrovert, it's good. Definitely, it's good. But in city like Adelaide, you won't be able to meet lot of people if you have expectations like Melbourne, Brisbane, or Sydney. No, that's not gonna happen in Adelaide. But definitely, you're gonna meet lots of people in your university. So try make friends over there. And if you ask piece of advice from my point of view, plan out things. It's not easy to take a decision coming abroad, leaving your house. You have to be lonely in each and everything. You have to do your jobs, your errands, everything you have to do alone. So be prepared for that. You don't have a liberty of doing Zomato, Blinkit over here. So if you are one that have a habit of doing that, be prepared. Be prepared to do any kind of a work to take out your living, because in India we take these kind of work like casual work very in a way that downgraded, but here it's very common and it's very reputed also. So think before you come, make decision, I would suggest take a paper, make 2 column pros and cons and decide according to that, because it's going to change your life. It's like restarting your life.
Yeah, adding to her, one extra point that I would add is plan your expenses before moving to Australia.
Yeah.
At least 3 lakhs Indian rupees will help you out in the first 2 months, because you're not getting job as soon as you come here. That's what I would say.
That's for a lot of people who think or who have financial constraints. Unfortunately, the situation nowadays is like that, where getting a job is really difficult, as you heard Praveen's experience, Hansika's experience, and as I've communicated multiple times. I'm not just in contact with these two, I'm in contact with multiple others who are coming to Adelaide, who are coming to different parts of Australia, and I'm talking to them on a weekly or daily basis, and getting a job is hard nowadays. So just be prepared. It's not impossible, as you saw. Seek is not the only option, LinkedIn is not the only option, internships are not the only option. You start small. I started off with sanitizing a railway station, railway train or whatever it is called. So start small and then incrementally you move on to better things. In 3 months, I was working at Hungry Jack's, which is, again, it's a organization, right? At the end of the day, you don't like the work, then you start planning your next increment. If you have any questions, like, share, subscribe, etc. See you in the next one.
Yeah.